All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to the episode of Full Body Cast presents Garage Night. Garage Night brought to you by Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Enumclaw, Washington. Go say hi to the brewmaster, Sean, and he will hook you up if you show that you're tagged there on your social media with the hashtag FullBuddyCast. He'll give you 15% off. Go to Bordeaux Wine Bar in Enumclaw, Washington as well. Say hi. Bug the server. They probably don't know what's up, but just kind of remind them. And if they still don't know, I'm sorry. But who knows? Who knows what can happen? There is a Full Buddy Cast little thing on there that gives you $2 off your first drink. I don't know. And then you got Mazalon. Go say to Andy. Please let him know that I'm still alive. I haven't been there for a while, but I need to go back. We need to do a Full Buddy Friday, but Fridays are filling up fast. Cruise is starting as well. Say hi to Dan Coot Snyder over there at O Chef Country Kitchen. He's making that Bentley special.
Mm-hmm.
The most delicious thing you've ever put in your mouth. I guarantee it.
Meat.
The most delicious Bentley beef. We've got Craig Bentley not on the mic today, but go ahead and just say something for him.
It's me. I don't care about anything.
I said we don't have Craig Bentley here on the mic. That was really good.
I thought it sounded like he is here.
He is. And then we've got Corey Bentley on the mic as well.
Oh, hey there, Craig. That's a weird attitude to have.
Yeah, kind of bizarre.
It's a downer.
Let me shout out the Patreon's active members right now. Homer Robertson gets a pass because he spent all his money at the Braves-Mariners game. So both of his payments were kicked out. He's Homer the Vet as well. We give him shout-outs because we love him. But start paying me again, Homer, or else I'm going to give you noogies at your work, at your place of business. We got Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Ben Illman, James Roberts, a.k.a. Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Apollo Doodle, Jackson Zeidhook, Sasha Carey Lynn, Thomas Savageau, Councilman Anthony Wright. We also have the Real Estate Tycoon, Cameron Stratton. We have Katry Hoban. Also have Jackie Van Hoof. And then Dan Coots Snyder, the man.
Is this coming out tomorrow?
This is coming out tomorrow.
Go play Find Dan tomorrow night at the cruise.
What did you just say?
Go play Find Dan at the cruise tomorrow.
Oh,
he'll be down there.
I thought... Go play Find Dan. I didn't know what what you said. I like go find Dan.
If you find him, you can buy ice cream.
I literally thought you were finding the guy. Go find Dan. Go tell him he owes you $250.
Yes.
Just find him immediately.
It should pay out.
Yes.
He's taking his truck down there.
Taking his truck. He needs to clone himself at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather's kicking in. Back in the day, but like a few months ago, it's like, yeah, I'll start up a delicious restaurant in a truck, and then the nice weather hits early in Washington. He's like, oh crap, I gotta make more money in ice cream. What am I doing here making these Bentley these Bentley specials? I can't stop.
It's so good.
I can't stop making these
Ice cream and meatloaf.
This is the worst decision of my life.
Go get an ice cream.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder if what if we could get those googly eyes, like they have like the SpongeBob, and make some Bentley
just images
of you guys.
Customized. I don't think anybody would want to eat that.
They would just stare at it.
Yeah.
They'd be afraid.
Yeah. Just put it in the freezer, keep it forever.
How you been, Cor?
Not too bad. Just working, walking the dog, keeping busy.
Have you found a spot yet? We talked about this. Have you found a spot?
Not yet.
Are you out?
Yeah.
Are you on the streets?
Yeah.
The mean streets?
Just living the street life.
Street
I've been
rat.
sleeping here. I told you that.
Rug
you just
rat.
haven't been able to find me.
Street rat. I can't buy that. Just a little snack, guys. Rip him up and take it back, guys.
What are you doing?
It's
What
Aladdin.
is that from?
It's Aladdin. Best Disney movie in the world.
Oh, it's been a while.
I messed up those lyrics terribly, but I got...
Somebody will...
You understood it.
Somebody will let you know.
You guys got it. That was the Wish version.
I live here now.
You do. When I walked into the podcast room, the lights were off. I wish I had my camera on me. It was like a jump scare, like VR game where he's sitting in the shadows, facing the door. It doesn't even like he has a chair that spins. He didn't do the slow spin. He was literally facing me, sunglasses on, blank expression on his face, almost weakened at Bernie's, as if he was dead.
I wanted to make sure you knew I was here.
I was glad that you were here.
Yeah,
Did you walk here?
I did.
From where?
From my house outside. It's an easy walk.
I wish
When it's movable, it makes the walk easier.
that's got to be nice. Are you Wait, are we joking? Are we telling some jokes right now?
Yeah.
Are you homeless?
I mean, technically, but I have a roof over my head. I don't own anything, or I'm not renting right now.
A movable home?
Yeah, it's a box.
Cardboard?
Well, I put some plastic on top of it to prevent weather.
You know, Dan, if you're not, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking right now with all the stuff that's going on in the world, but it sounds like, Corey, like you have a movable vehicle and also an immovable vehicle, but Dan, you can only be in one. So whatever one you're not in, Corey could just stay there.
And then I get food.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, it's going to be parked for a while?
Just eating ice cream all day long. It was there. I got no self-control.
Dude, I think he'd pay you to just go. I think, if you wanted to, have you thought about that? Dan, I'm gonna pitch it for him right now. We're in an interview. All right.
I mean, I'll do the interview, but my answer is going to be the same.
Okay, what's that? $1 million?
No, well, it's going to be no, but
Okay.
we'll do the interview anyway.
Okay. You make a lot of think about this. You're driving around
In what?
Enumclaw in an ice cream truck.
Okay. I'm not allowed to.
Yes, you are.
You
got your CDL, your ACL.
That's not why I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm doing the interview, okay? You're driving around. It's a nice sunny day. Think of how many kids run outside with like a $5 bill, cash. Just picture that, okay, for just a moment. How many do you think if you're driving around...
You want me to picture children with money?
No, don't do that. Put that in your AI and see what type of ads you get and how much the FBI follows you around after that. Pictures of children with money.
Running towards me.
On a warm day.
When I play music.
But when I drive around. Anyway, you got to be making like, let's say you make in a day. Dan's like, shut up, dude. Shut up. There's too many people. Shut up, dude. Someone's gonna buy an ice cream truck immediately. Shut up. No, man. No, Dan. I'm not gonna shut up, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm doing the interview here,
Bro.
So you make 20 stops in an hour.
That's too many.
No, there's no way.
I'd be doing other stuff.
That's getting weird now.
Well, I was going to pick up some door dashing on the side.
Oh, okay. Dude, if you were door dashing in an ice cream truck, it would be absolutely hilarious. You didn't even sell ice cream, but you just turned on the music to make it seem like...
No, but what I would do is every delivery, I would not listen to the directions, and I would knock on their door and be like, would you like to buy an ice cream as well? Because I got ice cream in the truck.
Yeah.
And I guarantee some people would buy it.
It's true. Hey, by the way, I got this ice cream truck out here.
I think what you should do is get a freezer chest and put it in the back of your car.
Just lug it around on my back?
And just have it in the car, stock it with a bunch of ice cream, and then offer to sell it to people that you talk to. Be like, I got some ice cream in here. It's like $5 for this bar, like a Snickers ice cream bar or something.
It's a great idea.
And you make some extra money on the side.
It's a great idea. But I really feel, so you stop 20 places. You got 4 kids there. Each have $5. Boom, $20. 20 times 20 is
$400.
$400.
But it's his money.
No, but he pays you, and you get some tip. And Dan's going to take care of you because he's going to still make money. What?
What are children? What are they tipping these days for ice cream?
He's going to tip you. Is what I'm saying. Like he's all right here. Like he's probably okay. Let's say he spends in that hour. He's probably spending $40 on ice cream, $40 on gas. Let's just say that $80. You know what? Let's round up to 100. He gets 400 minus 100. Then he takes 100 and gives you 100. You do that 5 hours. You made $500 in an hour.
Does that equal 400? What did you just do right there? You
I took 100 out. I don't even probably didn't. Took 100 out.
100 out for what? Gas and
Gas
ice
and
cream.
ice
Okay,
cream.
300 left.
Yeah, you're right. He keeps 200. He gives you 100. You do that 5 hours. That's $500.
I feel like I would be a worthy partner to have 50-50 split.
Okay, fine. He probably you're right. He's right. You're right. You're making me money no matter what. 150, 150. Now you've made like $600 or $700. 700, 5, you made $750
In a day?
in a day.
I don't think your math is correct.
Bro, are you kidding me right now? That is a cash cow over there. That is a cash cow.
So why would he pay me anything when he can do it? Why wouldn't he have
Because he's still got to keep.
Why wouldn't he pay me to run the sandwich shop for like $10 or $15 an hour and have somebody stand there and then rake in all the cash?
You're just a bad negotiator. You just negotiate yourself out of this interview's going terrible.
My mind thinks like a business owner.
Yeah, but he's the business. He's the business owner.
I'm helping him. I like
this
him.
interview. You're like, but hey, listen,
don't hire me.
Don't give me 150. Give me 10% of that at an hour, where I'm just cooking. I'm just cooking for you.
I just want to cook the meatloaf.
What do you think about that?
Just get me near the meatloaf, man.
And a sandwich. I'll take a sandwich.
One sandwich an hour,
dude. He's making. Dude. Okay, fine.
Do you want to start a rifle ice cream company?
A rifle one?
A rifle.
I like a rifle one instead.
We can call it rifle.
Yeah.
And we can shoot the ice cream out of cannons.
Cannons and just kids. No, I wouldn't. I like Dan way too much. Dan's like, delete this. I can't have anyone else understand how much money I make on this thing. He's screaming at the top of his lungs right.
You're gonna get the meatloaf sandwich kicked off the menu.
Oh, he's screaming right now.
You?
Yeah, he's happy with you.
Well, hopefully.
But except he's also like, yeah, I guess I will take Corey 4 hours a week for $15 an hour on a Thursday.
I'm busy.
Dude, what if you're out there in a what if you were in a large like a
meatloaf costume?
No, the costume though, but it's just a big costume of you. And the sandwich board is like a meatloaf sandwich. And you're just flipping it, spinning it.
If somebody made a mascot costume of me, I would show up for at least a month straight and wear it.
For free?
Yeah. If somebody took the time to make like a legit mascot costume of me,
yeah,
I would show up for free for like at least a month to wear it.
Just in the heat?
Yeah. After a month, though, you can have anybody wear it. They'll just think it's me because they'll.
Oh, that's true. That's a great point. And then the kid, they wouldn't know. It's like some teenager who's like 5'2". It's like
the head's just falling off.
Hey, I think that's still him.
Is that Corey? Hey, it's me.
I mean, he's melted in there. So I'm saving my Vegas conversation with Craig because we did end up taking my mom for her 70th birthday. It was awesome. Great time. I did use the Prestige Club.
Fancy.
It was awesome. So shout out to Craig for telling me about that. And then, but we're going to save that conversation for when Craig's actually here. Right now, he's rooting on all of his former former players from his select teams that he does. And it's nice weather today, so he's out there hitting,
he's just trying to get off the podcast. That's what he told me.
That's probably a good point. Except he kind of threw out a text this morning, kind of like, "Hey guys, oh fine, okay, I guess I'm not on it."
That's just the passive aggressive way to make you think he's not doing what he's doing.
Smart.
Yeah, he's playing along.
He's so smart.
Yeah.
So smart. But we do have some. We do have questions for, and then you tell me because some of the questions are at times aimed at you, aimed at Craig, for the Skarrey Skelleys. And so when I ask you this, you may be like, "That's aimed at Craig. Ask him." Okay.
All right, I'll answer it. Ask Craig.
Ask Craig.
I'll answer it for him.
All right. So we've got. Let's see. It is actually. This is okay. Well, I'll just say this anyways. I haven't read it in a week, so
You didn't remember what it was.
it's completely for Craig. Just a shout out to Craig for the invite out for what was an awesome 21 run for his eldest daughter. And then I said, can't wait to ask why I wasn't invited. And then he said, that was a softball for you to knock out the park. But he said it with a DA. The duh. Out the park. Is that Skarrey Skelly talk? Does he text duh to you a lot?
Not usually. Maybe he's starting something new. Maybe that's his new vernacular.
Maybe this isn't Jared Skelly.
That would be
people are getting
That would be hilarious if it was not.
Their Facebook people are getting hacked. My wife got hacked. My cousin got hacked. Everyone's getting hacked.
I think there's a limited set of people who would take the time to send us anything. So.
Well, maybe this person did hack Jared Skelly's, and they're like, "Oh shoot, I got to come up with weekly questions."
If I don't do this, they're gonna know.
They're gonna find out immediately. So he's like, but he said Shogun or 3 Body Problem. Just finished both. Curious if you guys checked either out.
I've not watched either.
I don't even know what he's talking
They're
about.
TV shows. And I'll answer for Craig.
Okay. Yes. As Craig with his voice or just
what he told
Craig?
me. You weren't invited because it was supposed to end up at the pool. We were going to have a pool party. And he didn't want to risk that happening.
And was the draft going to happen for as well? Just
we were going to pick somebody new for the league. And he also didn't want that to overlap. But it was a nice. I should. You know what I should do? I should go down and visit Chef and buy a gift card or do something and play. We should actually play Where's Waldo with me. And if you actually spot me out somewhere, you get something because I went out for her 21st birthday.
That's a great idea.
And I was out on the town and we went to a couple places and it was a good time and she had fun. So it was the first time. I haven't been out in a long time. And seeing bouncers and Enumclaw was ridiculous.
So weird. Like they check in your ID.
It was ridiculous. I'm like, we're in Enumclaw. Why are you bouncing anything?
You're wearing a construction outfit, like lime green, reflective, and you're checking my ID?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was fun, though. It was a good time.
Did you buy her a shot? Did you what does an uncle do there?
Well, we went out a couple days before that, too. And so we went out to, what is it called? Hop and Drops now. It's not Hop Jacks anymore. It's Hop and Drops.
Over in Bonnie Lake?
A couple days before we went out there, we
okay.
had dinner and we each got a fruity drop drink thing together.
Of course you did.
And it was very sugary.
Yeah.
And then we went over to, there's a new martini bar.
T-nails? Get your nails done while you're at it?
I wish.
Martini bar, you said?
There's like a new martini type bar in Bonnie Lake.
Okay. Yeah. It's called, it's
Or
new
it's like
to you. It's probably new to you.
Yeah, I haven't been there before.
I think there's I want to say it's a, she graduated with me. Like, oh no, she was a year older than me.
They talk like they knew who owned it or somebody.
Yeah.
So we went in there.
What's it called? It's so good too.
She ordered an old fashioned.
Yes. Oh wow.
And did not like it.
So did you get it?
No, I was drinking just whatever they had on
apple martinis.
I think I got a Coors Light or like a Rainier or something.
Yeah, okay. I think I got a friggin' Rainier.
I did. Craig got a martini though. And
it was Craig that got the martini.
Hey, you know what?
You got the beer.
When he comes back, ask him.
Got it.
Ask him.
Makes sense.
And then we went over to Baba Louie's
from
there, and she got a drink over there.
Howard Stern.
And so we did that before. So she was just mixing kind of whatever she wanted to try most of the time. So most of the night when we went out, she mostly drank beer.
And Skelly's a part of this whole thing?
He came down and hung out for a while. I think he stayed probably half the time, hung out, and then went home.
Anybody else from the Patreon list or anyone from
Dallas should not be named was there.
Okay.
Garrett came out for a while.
Nice. Been on the pod.
That was it for who you would know.
Oh, really? So nice. Okay. And then were you scoping like the dumpsters, like where to live? Like how did it feel? Like was there some spots there that you're like, I could probably set up camp here?
Well, there was a few places where I looked in the corner and I was like, nobody would know.
No one would know
if I would just turn the lights out
and then
stay here.
And then that's when you thought, wait, these are public areas. I could just turn the lights out in Travis's podcast room, and stay there.
I mean, it kind of led me down that road.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, we went to went to Sean's too, and there's a couple corners there I could probably hide.
I just gotta move some pallets, throw some.
Played some shuffleboard there.
Dude, that's a pretty good.
That was fun.
Watch some TV. What do you think about all those TVs there too?
It's nice. Played with the dog.
Nice.
He had his little dog running around there. Played some fetch with the dog. Because I walked down early before everybody got there, so I was down there by myself, just talking to Sean and played with the dog.
Sweet.
But yeah, I think we'll figure something out. We have to have like if you find me in the wild, not at Safeway.
I feel like you've done this before at
something.
Safeway. Only like one person's come up to you and said, "Hey, are you Corey?"
Yeah, but that was like just to come say you listen to the podcast. They didn't win anything.
Well, that's a good point.
Maybe
Except for maybe your love.
Yeah, they would have. Nobody wanted it.
I got a story. I can't tell you who it is. You'll figure it out, but I don't want to share this name wise. But it cracked me up. So there's some people at a certain job, certain work, and they're like, "Hey, don't forget about your temp logs." Like they were told to remind certain people in certain departments, and so this kind of a newer supervisor gets told by their supervisor, "Hey, today go remind so and so over there to make sure that they do their temp logs." And so then that newer supervisor went over to a certain someone later in the afternoon and said, "Hey, don't forget you do your temp logs." And that person looked the person dead in the face and said, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Can you guess?
Yeah.
Can you guess some of the characters in that story?
Yeah.
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 Does it sound like
that sounds right?
It sounds like an actual, like it's not a made up story at all.
It could be made up by the way you're looking at me right now, but
No.
it sounds very real.
No, I was told this story. It was great. It cracked me up. It cracked me up. All right. So I got questions for you from me.
You have questions?
Yeah. So my brother had a daughter,
Mm-hmm.
Cora, on his birthday. Actually, it was his real birthday, February 18th. And so they share a birthday. This just happened, obviously, about 3 months ago almost. And
Oh, nice. Well, congratulations.
thank you. So, now this is his first kid. I'm a first time uncle right now. I've been even in my prior marriage, never was an uncle. My current marriage, and maybe who knows, my future marriage, I'll probably be an uncle then too.
Maybe.
But anyway.
She doesn't listen to this.
Yeah, she's not listening. My future one, definitely.
She might be.
No.
You never know.
That's what would scare him away. The current one would definitely be listening to this right now. But anyway, and so then he calls me up. He says, "Hey, I want you to be the godfather as well." Now I don't know if Craig has godfather, whatever. But so I was like, okay.
There's been conversations like a what if, but never like a direct like, you are the godfather.
Would you want him to say it that way to you?
Yes.
Not even ask you like
you are the godfather.
Yeah. I was somebody at the casino. I was sending pictures of my brother, or not of my brother, but to my brother of my wins. And he's like, "Nice." And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to get Cora's handprints tattooed on my neck." And he said, "Sounds like a Godfather move if I've ever heard one." So I'm the Godfather.
I mean, that sounds like. Do you have tattoos of your children?
No.
Yeah, it sounds like a little much.
But that's just only so that my kids can continue to try to earn my love.
I see what you're doing.
Right?
Yeah, replacement coming.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys would have studied harder at school, these tattoos would have been.
You would have got a tattoo, but this one didn't have to do anything to get it.
Just get bored.
Just got bored in this one. I already know what's going to happen.
Predestination. Already got
tattoo.
it. No, so
I want to see you get a neck tattoo.
So give me. I think I'm going to get a neck tattoo of a neck. I think no one has a neck tattoo, and it's going to be on my back.
Will you get a neck tattoo of a beard?
Yeah. Yes. I should actually, because one of these days the trend of beards are going to go away. I'm going to go back to looking like a thumb with a face on it. So I'm going to shave it at some point. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I saw Paul Giamatti without a beard. He looked pretty good.
Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm going to evict you out of my free room and board.
I feel like that's a throwback to a conversation from like
I don't get it.
Years ago.
I'm trying to understand what I'm trying hard to understand what you're saying.
Dave Grohl doesn't have a beard.
I look like Kroll? Dave Kroll?
Yeah.
You think
Dave Grohl, isn't it? It's
Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's times where I'll see Dave Grohl and there's a little bit I see, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How about Tom Green? Because I was Tom Green in high school. That's what everyone said.
Maybe that was your
Grohl.
personality. It's the eyes for the Dave Grohl.
It's the eyes.
And there's that one guy that you don't like being compared to that comes to town, the comedian guy. It's the same thing. It's the eyes.
So bad.
It's the eyes, though.
I mean, and that guy. Here's the thing that bothers me about that guy. He's probably funny and cool, and he probably does look. His hair is so ridiculous. It's just.
Are you mad because he has it?
Yes. It's such long, ridiculous mane hair. And that's the one thing I can't do. And so it's like, I really want to look like that guy.
Have you been to a show?
No.
You should go there and just boo.
Dude, yeah. Or I'm you from the future.
if you don't stop doing what you're doing, you can lose your hair.
I'm you to warn you.
That would be hilarious.
Don't drink the drink tonight. And they just run out the door.
I will buy tickets to go with you if you promise to do that.
Whatever you do not answer the phone. Do not.
I will also help you. I'll throw a smoke bomb so you appear behind it.
It's me. I'm you. What if we got confused on that? You throw the smoke bomb. Are you saying when I show up and throw the smoke bomb or leave?
When you show up, well, we can do both. But it'd be funny if you show up like you appear out of nowhere.
But you know how long smoke bombs take to dissipate? Like, you got to be sitting there for a while.
I'll bring a fan. I'll bring a fan, too.
Or a hand fan. A hand fan you get at, like freaking the dollar store.
He's just mid-joke. Stop, like, looking at me. I'm like, hold on a sec. Hold on.
He's almost here. He's almost appeared.
There's a bit coming. Just wait.
Just wait. Back to you. Uncle questions, okay? So I'm an uncle.
Yeah.
What do I have to look forward to?
So you already have kids.
Yes.
I didn't have any at the time, so I was young enough to just do whatever I wanted. I just took them, whatever, spent all my, like, I wasn't married yet when I first had Ken's, or when she was born. So I could just blow whatever money I wanted to. So I just spoiled the shit out of her. We bought jumpy castles. We bought motorized cars. Like, I just made sure that anytime we were hanging out, like, it was fun. Like,
so you're just like the fun uncle?
Yeah.
Were you a ripcord uncle where you would pull the ripcord if it got too out of hand, like too crazy? Like, okay, my energy's drained. I got to pull the ripcord. I'm out.
Not really, because I never really had a problem staying like at that level. Like, I was always just weird and like joking around and wacky. We would like watch kids. What is it called? Kids Bop. Kids.
Yeah,
Beat.
yeah.
And we would just do. I'd make them dance, and we'd just do random stuff and try to. I did that with Sid too, where I tell her she had to do her dance moves every day, and so she'd have to watch.
Okay, this is getting a little weird.
Why is that weird? It burned her energy.
Okay, you get to dance for your uncle.
Yeah,
let's throw on some fun.
I was dancing too.
Oh, okay. This is getting weirder. It's just got weirder.
And you know what?
What?
Most of the time,
you loved it.
Most of the time,
she liked it.
This was happening over at my mom's house, so Grandma was watching.
Okay, all right, guys. Thanks for listening. Now I understand why you can't drive an ice cream truck around.
I think there's a video somewhere of us trying to hula hoop, jumping on a
that's kind of fun,
bouncy trampoline. So just stuff like that. It was stupid
but see,
stuff.
I feel like you're taller than her. Your hula hoop's got to be just like.
Oh, I look like a fool.
But also scary for her. I mean, she's jumping, and then this. Hula
they were both off to the side. We took turns.
Okay, I got.
We took turns, but for me, it was. They're laughing. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I cared about.
Pure fun. Kids can have just pure.
Yeah.
Who cares? Fun.
And for me with Sid, it was making sure she knew that I cared just as much about her as Kenzie, because Kenzie's born on my birthday, so we always did extra stuff.
Yeah.
So with Sid, it was making sure like we're gonna have fun too.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, even though she's my favorite, you and I are gonna have. We're gonna. Have cool
you weren't
times.
born on my birthday. Good job. So
your fault.
But we'll still have fun.
See, kids are so. It's interesting how innocent and pure kids are. Like, that's what kind of pisses me off with all the bull crap that goes on in our freaking world. But, like, Kane and I will help out at church in the kids ministry. Kane hates it. But I'm like, we're doing it together. Come on, dude. Every other week. Not a big deal. One service. Like, it's like, we can handle it. But I get it. He's a teenager. These kids love him. These like first graders, second grade. I mean, he's a tall kid. He's cool. Like, I'm an old fuddy-duddy, so obviously they're looking at me.
Yeah, it's
like
middle ground for them.
I mean, this guy is just like a teenager who's like an adult, and fun, and he's got energy. And they just want to like, so it's time to sit down, after playing Foursquare and Legos and all that stuff at the beginning. And these kids just want to just come, just like crawl over him and tackle him and sit in his lap and take his hat off and run. And it's like,
at that age,
you got to be like, hey,
anybody his age is just a jungle gym.
Yeah, exactly. And he's tall and lanky. He's fighting like four of them off and just like legs. And I'm like, and maybe that's why he hates it. But I'm like, dude, these kids like look up to you, man. These kids think you're the coolest thing in the world.
Oh.
I remember being when you were like in, elementary school, even like kids that were like 3 years older than you. Whoa. They hung out with me. They talked to me. They're we're playing basketball on the same court right now. It's crazy.
Yeah. You were included or you did something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They high-fived you.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway.
You never gave me high fives.
Well, we never played a lot together, except when I do drive DoorDash out to...
even in high school.
Well, out to not Wilkeson. Yeah, Wilkeson. Carbonado. I remember going and shooting hoops at that old, or the gym out there kind of by the Chevron.
Yeah, didn't you come a couple times in your Sean Kemp jersey?
Probably did.
Yeah.
I probably showed up to play.
We played quite a bit up there.
And Skelly was there.
Yeah, he played quite a bit.
A few other people we can't name on the podcast, but...
Craig came along. Michael and Trevor House.
Oh, yeah.
Chad was there quite often.
Chad
Osborne.
And then, who was his buddy?
Donnie. The one that wore the sneakers that you walked around on to strengthen your calves.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Donnie.
Yeah.
I don't know his last name, but it was Donnie. Carlos was there quite a bit.
We had a good time.
But that was playing, like, I was working, I just got out of high school, I think, when we started doing it. So I was working customer service, so I get off at 9 o'clock.
And head straight
drive up there, and we played till like 1 a.m.
Yeah. It's good times.
Yeah.
Great oldies.
Sometimes go to Sherry's afterwards because they were open.
Dude, Sherry's where the Denny's is now?
Yeah.
That was a good time.
That's how I learned that ketchup cleans brass.
What? I don't even know that. I just learned that just now.
We played basketball till like 1 a.m, and then we were hungry, so me and Allison went down to Sherry's afterwards.
Yeah.
And we walk up, and there's a woman just rubbing all of the door handles and everything with ketchup. And we were like, "What's up?" She's like, "Oh, this is the best cleaner." And I was like, "All right, can we get in?" Yeah.
Was it a person that worked there?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe some homeless lady's like, "Hey, this is how you clean these brass
This is how it
handles.
works. $20, please.
You got any more ketchup packets?" There's bottles in there. No, not the same.
It's got to be Heinz.
Stupid. What if you did go into the hardware store and as you're walking through all this cleaner and disinfectant, and then you're like, wait a second, there's a Heinz ketchup bottle in here?
It's probably
Spray-
acidic,
spray-
so it works.
Dude, all that stuff, didn't they all start out, like even sodas start out as like some sort of cleaner?
Probably.
And then it was like, whoa, this actually, someone's like,
Johnson, start drinking it.
Johnson, take a sip of that.
I bet you to drink that.
They did. Like, well, this is delicious.
This doesn't taste bad at all.
Holy cow, it's Mountain Dew's. We should call it Mountain Dew. No, that's for brake cleaner. No, you should try it.
It's going to kill you in 50 years. But it's good.
It's good. Your body can handle it. We don't care.
Never heard of diabetes yet.
Oh, man. I am super sensitive to diabetes right now.
Yeah.
I sometimes every once in a while get like a jolt in my toes, and I'm like, uh-oh. Is this good?
you think that's instant diabetes?
I don't know.
Do you get your sugar checked?
A year and a half ago I did.
And how was it?
Pre-diabetic. But I was actually talking to our bud about this, so we need to get on here. That I don't know if we can mention his name, but he wants to be on, but he plays hockey and he can't be here.
Yeah.
But we were talking about that because he's like, dude, you're down. And I'm like, yeah. I said, you're down. He goes,
He's been shaming me. I will. You know what? We can say his name. His name is Scott. And we were sitting.
So mad about it that you just dox him right now, and he lives at
we were sitting bullshitting, and he was talking about how because he's dropping too.
Yes,
he's lost a lot, and he made a comment because people used to confuse the two of us when we were in the check stands and call me Scott and him Corey, and I jokingly said that to him. He's like, I don't remember this, and I was like, well, Allison used to say we were brothers all the time, like we look like brothers. He's like, I don't remember. She might be the only one, and he's like, I gotta lose some weight to look like you, and I go, dude, I guarantee I weigh more than you. And he told me he weighed like, I don't know, like 185 or something.
When was this conversation?
Like a week ago. And he weighs under 200 pounds. For sure, right?
Dude.
And so I go, dude, I haven't weighed under 200 pounds since high school.
Yeah.
And then his instant next comment is, okay, fatty. Like instant shame. And then just doesn't let it go. Like, you ass.
Dude, that crew is so funny. Scott's so hilarious. So we ended up talking for a bit. I was actually on the DoorDash clock, but I'm really good at it, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm like shopping for somebody. And so I just spent time for about 5 minutes.
I hope that person listens and knows that you were chatting on the clock.
I really, because you're like this. Like, here's 12 items. You have 40 minutes to go get it done. And that's, dude, I love the grocery store orders because it's like I know where everything's at. So
you're the only DoorDasher that comes in there that knows where everything's at. I can guarantee that.
Hey, dude, I've had to ask a couple of of the produce boys where some things are at because sometimes the produce, you guys shift things, man.
I hide it from you.
I mean, I had asked you about the cilantro, not the cilantro, but the basil, the regular basil. But yeah, I had asked them else. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Alcohol, I don't know where some wines are at. That's kind of difficult. But for the most part, know where everything's at. Get in there, see Scott, chat it up. I used to always bring it up, dude. I always bring it up. Hey, you should be on. Yeah, have me on. But now I don't even ask him anymore because he's got an open invite, but he just will never come on.
Maybe we'll work on it.
No, you tell him that I said he will never be on.
Oh, he's not allowed now?
No, he's allowed. He just will never be on.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell him he's not allowed until he stops shaming me.
No, I think he's allowed more. Now he's doubly allowed on.
I told him I have a journal now where I just go home and cry and write about what he said to me for the day.
And he's like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, he enjoyed it.
Take a number.
He said, "Thank you."
I loved it. I loved going in. I loved going in on there during holidays and just wishing him a happy Tuesday or whatever the holiday is.
Yeah,
just be like, "Hey, happy Tuesday."
I like telling him happy birthday
every day,
every time I can.
Is that what you're gonna do every time he goes? You fat? You just happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
He doesn't celebrate. That's why it's funny.
That's why it's funny for everyone else.
Yeah.
It's even more funny for us.
Yeah.
Veronica's Hot Topics. Veronica's Hot Topics brought to you by Veronica, who does not work for Hot Topics. She is a Patreon. If you want your questions asked, like Jared Skelly or Veronica, you can just message me. I'll put together a little segment for you. I really feel like Holly Graph should have a polygraph where I ask you guys honest, you cannot lie questions. And then I
try to lie and see if you know.
Yeah. 2 truths and a lie kind of thing. But anyway, Veronica's Hot Topic. She went to Vegas this past week. Shout out Vegas. Love Vegas. I'm going back June. Going back July. Just got my voucher and $250 free play. Voucher for a cruise as well. So when I go, I've already got.
Cruise where?
There's like several different locations. I don't have a passport, but I have like a year to turn it in.
Oh.
So why are you interested?
Oh no, I don't have a passport either.
So you're just like me.
I'm off the grid.
Well, of course,
yeah.
Right now.
I don't even have an ID.
Shut up. Do you have an ID?
Maybe. Not in my name.
Okay. All right.
No, I have to get an enhanced one. I don't have an enhanced driver's license or a passport.
Everyone has to get one here
in
like a year.
Yeah, I think it's like a year or something.
Can't even fly domestic. But anyway, Veronica says she had a question. I can't remember right now. I mean, I remember what it is, but I don't know how to word it. But she says, "What do you?" I think it was like, "What do you think about going trashy, like thonginis, bikinis, dressing trashy, but sexy trashy? Like if you
didn't we have a thong?
We kind of had that, but she's like because it was
all over Vegas.
Yes.
Okay.
She was talking about her sister. She went with her sisters, and her sisters are like, no, not gonna wear that. It's like, dude, go dress crazy. Your husbands aren't here. Like, you're not gonna hit on anyone. Who cares? No one knows you. Just go dress a little crazily and go to hit the pool. First question for you: if you're the uncle of that, would you be like, no, you can't do that?
Well, I wouldn't tell anybody they can't do anything because it's their choice. But I wouldn't really want to be there.
Well, that's something where you always are never wanting to be there.
Yeah, it would be super uncomfortable to have either of my nieces wearing that at a pool.
I'm joking about that. We don't need to go down that road. But
like,
let's not go down there. I don't even want to talk about it. That was a joke.
Do it.
Please don't. Just stop.
You're the one that said it.
I'm joking. It was a joke.
But I will say this: if they wanted to, more power to them. Whatever somebody.
What
feels,
people?
Anybody. If you
not your nieces.
If they feel comfortable,
no,
do
stop.
Want.
I'm not talking about your nieces.
Do whatever they want. If I'm not there, do what you want.
But okay,
you know what? If you want to, you do it.
I'm not. Are you? But let's say that some trashy. Let's say it's not trashy, but like some chick walked up to you at like
at circus.
Well, maybe not that, but like at a nice pool somewhere.
I'll be at the circus.
I'll be playing whack-a-mole. I won't tell you what mole I'm whacking.
No, I'll be watching a live show.
Whack-a-mole. Yeah. Anyway, so would you feel absolutely uncomfortable, or would you like
just to have a conversation?
Yeah, she walks in. Hey, what's up? Good looking. You look like you barely been under 200 pounds since high school.
I don't think I've ever had anybody come up and say that to me. I'd have a conversation.
Would you want someone to come up there
and say, "Hey, good looking"?
Would you?
I think I would respond very awkwardly. Like
you're the good looking-er.
That's
you.
You.
Were you making fun of me right now?
I told you about when I had somebody come through my line like years ago, didn't I?
So you just go ahead and tell it again.
I was married at the time, but I was like probably 4 years out of high school, so I was like early 20s, and this like foreign exchange student got in my line with like two of her friends, and they just stood it was like a long line, like they waited in line, and they finally got into line, and they just stood there with a yearbook, and she asked me to sign her yearbook.
Wait, you were married?
Yeah, I got married when I was 21.
But so did you know them?
No, I have no idea who these people are.
Oh, okay.
And I found out it was a foreign exchange student, and she was just like,
she thought you were the hottest thing on earth.
And she came to my line, and she's like, "Will you sign my yearbook?" And I go, "Yeah." And so I just signed it real quick. But I was super awkward.
Was she hot?
I'm like, I don't remember. She was young.
Well, I mean, like she's 18, like senior. And you're 21.
I was
right
like
now.
22 or 23.
I'm not talking right now. I'm not interested in her.
What are you talking? I was like 22, 23 at the time.
Oh, I think you're 21.
I got married when I was 21.
Okay, I didn't know.
But I was awkward. I didn't ask what her name was.
It's awkward no matter what.
I just signed it and gave her the book
like
back.
Stephanie.
Because I was new PIC. I was newly in charge.
Did you go tell anyone about attempt logs and tell you to shut the fuck up?
So I was worried about my line, and I was like, "What are we doing?" I was like, okay, bye."
Okay, I got more than two. Let's go.
And her friend goes, "You're not even going to ask her name?"
Oh.
And I was like, "What's your name?"
What's your name?
And she told me, and I was like, "Okay." And then they just walked away. Like I was so awkward.
But they thought you were the bee's knees.
Apparently, she did.
What if you're like, let's say that we don't know we know our culture. We know the Justin Timberlakes, and we know like all the hot dudes and hot chicks. But what if in their culture you look like the Scandinavian Eminem, and they're just like,
maybe,
dude, this guy's like the hottest thing,
like David Hasselhoff in Germany.
Yes. And it's you.
I can only hope to be the Hasselhoff in Germany.
Don't hassle the Hoff.
Don't hassle the Hoff in Germany.
Don't.
I don't know. Maybe Germans
get
love
Bentley
me.
with Corey.
Maybe Germans love me.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe you're there.
But I wouldn't know because I didn't ask where she was from.
Where did you think she was from?
No idea. I didn't.
You were literally focused on that line.
I was literally like, what are we doing?
Hurry up.
Yeah,
I gotta get the end spaced. I gotta get a recap off to Rob.
I got shit to do.
Listen.
There's a case out over there.
I got Frozen though. Just showed up. I gotta put this away. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll sign your yearbook. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hope you had a great time in high school that I don't know you or ever saw.
Call me. Then you give the store phone number. Call me this summer. Yeah, that is weird. I had. Have you ever had to find out that the girl had a crush on you later on? Like, oh man, I used to have a crush on you back when you were like in 7th grade, or something like that. Like something
vaguely, like people would say, like, "Well, I did this," but
people, huh? Not just girls.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at you.
I was flattered. I've always did say if for every reason I ended up in a gay bar and got hit on, I'd be flattered.
Dude, I think it's the best place to go get a free drink.
But I was married for so young that a lot of times when all that was happening, I was married. So it was like, okay, thanks for telling me now.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. And then you go through your divorce, and then like
crickets.
One late night, you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Back in 2012. So you message them on Facebook. Hey, remember that time?
Remember you thought it was very nice?
Well, yes. Surprise.
No, see, I don't message them. I just relive it to build my confidence up again.
Is that why you deleted your Facebook? Because you're just
I don't want to message people. Hey, it's me. I'm single now. Remember like 12 years ago?
I don't remember. When I went through your line and you signed my yearbook?
I should try to find her.
Yeah, what if?
And apologize.
She's like, hey.
Screw you, man.
You're like, I had a frozen load. I got to put. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I was stressed. Newly married. You know what it is. 22, 23. Dude, that's yeah. So I remember being in high school and finding out that there was a girl that had a crush on me, like from previous, and I was like, it was flattering. I was like, whoa, are you serious? Like that chick liked me? But I did make some mistakes where I told some girls that I didn't at the time have crushes on, but previously I had some attraction to. Like I'm talking like years ago, and like I wrote that in one of this, she's a nice, very nice person, but I wasn't into her at that when I wrote that. But I thought we're just writing stupid stuff in a yearbook anyways, and I said, hey, there's a point that I thought you were very hot, like yeah, I had a crush on you. Anyway, hope you have a great summer. And
she like, you thought I was? What happened to me?
Dude, I'm not. It was an awkward situation. It was like the last day of my senior year. Things are going great. Getting pictures from disposable cameras with everybody. Just sign in yearbooks. Having the time of my life. I wrote that at some point. And at the very end, she walked up to me, and I'm talking like with like love in her eyes. Like she was like big beaming smile, like holding the book like it's like a freaking TV show, like your yearbook.
Like she just read it?
Like she read it, and she's been trying to find me all day. And
your picture in the yearbook has hearts all around it now.
Dude, and she crossed out all the other guys, every single other guy, and then just hearted mine.
It just says Mrs. Kenny next to her now.
Oh man! And she came up and she goes, "I read what you wrote," and I said, oh, "Okay, yeah." And she's like, "I feel the same way," and I'm like, "Oh."
You used to think I looked good.
Yeah, she didn't get that part. She didn't understand that part. She read, and to this day, I'll see her occasionally. To this day, she's married now, obviously. I'll see her occasionally, like in the public, and I am mortified. Like I'm just like I feel so bad that I think I grow. I think
would you realize when somebody is hitting on you?
My kids will say like, dude, she was into you, or you were flirting with her, or why? And I'm like, I treat everyone the same. I do not have the radar for that.
Neither. So I've been single for now this month, for 7 months of my entire life since I was 21. And I have no radar. You would literally have to come up and wave a flag in my face and say, hey, I'm trying to talk to you right now about this. And I'd be like, oh. Yeah. Really? Oh, all right.
They're trying to find the basil?
All right.
Right over there by the tomatoes and the...
If somebody came up and try to use that as a reason to start talking, I would just answer...
This is why you want the DoorDash.
I would answer the question, and then that would be it. I'd be like, okay, goodbye. Like they have to like, hey, dummy, like I'm trying to talk to you.
So
Like,
you're saying-
I'm so oblivious to it.
So you're single right now.
Yes.
So if a girl walks up to you with a white flag or red flag, what's that? Well, red flags are not good.
Yeah, just like 7 red flags.
But what about? What you guys watch the F1? Little green flag action, little green white checker. What flag do they need to like wave in your face if they have a crush on you?
Like, hey, dummy.
No, but what
We're
color
having this
flag?
conversation.
What color flag?
Like, you want a legit
I
flag?
literally want them to show
A Colts flag.
That's so good.
But I've always been that way. Even when I was married, there would be somebody be like, say like, "Oh, she was talking to you," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
yeah,
there's no recognition that was going on.
because you're not looking at through you're looking at it through the same lens. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in her. There's no way she's interested in me.
But I'd have the conversation and joke with them because
Jokey guy.
yeah, I'm gonna have the conversation and be nice. But
Same
it
way.
never registers
Dude,
that
my
that was going
kids
on.
are like, Dad's flirting. I'm like, dude, I'm not flirting with these girls. I will treat, and that's got me in trouble where I've, obviously not understood it at times. But yeah, even with dudes, like I remember working at this place that back when I was at high school, that was, did I need to cut that out? No. You're okay with
Did I
that?
work at Safeway? No.
Okay, all right.
It's fun. I think people know where I work at this
Okay, all right. At this point, so anyway, I used to work there, and there was a gay supervisor. No problem, no worries. But and he was a funny guy, very charismatic, and I didn't, I wasn't weirded out by it or whatever, even though it was the late 1990s. I don't know. Anyway, we were out in the back in the ICC office. And I was putting away like this damaged product because it used to have to go put it away. Maybe it's still there, but where you put the not like damaged goods or whatever, things that popped salvaged area. Thank you. Putting it there, and he's like, "You want to come to Seattle sometime? I like to go to Seattle. These clubs and get crazy." And I was like,
Yes.
That. The way you answered that and looked at me dead in the eyes, like, yeah, exactly.
I feel like you've been waiting to ask me this, and
Yes.
I've been waiting for the answer to be yes.
Yes. Dancing, me, dance, yeah. I'm in. No, I at that point realized for a moment, I'm like, is he asking me out right now? Like, at that point I was like, wait a second. Does he really want to go dance with me? Does he really want to go dance with me?
Did you want to go dancing?
No, I only dance at weddings and occasional
but
funerals.
if you did want to dance, you could just look at him and go PLP,
what does that mean?
Platonic life partner, and then you could go dancing with him, and there's no expectation from him because he knows what's up.
I'm like, you down with the PLP?
Yeah.
He said, you know me.
Yeah, and then it's fine. You can go do whatever. There's no expectation anymore.
Yeah.
You could have gone dancing. Is what I'm saying.
I would.
And then maybe now, all these years later, you would have been just just everywhere.
Dude, I would have that rave. Like, I would know how to do the ball rave thing with my hands. Like, right now, I don't know how to do it.
Just every time you're at the bar, you start that fist pump from the bottom. Just what's Travis do? Oh, that's just
he's just Travis.
That's just Travis.
He's PLPing over there.
Just Travis.
It's just Travis. I'll just get crazy, guys. This is a fun one. This has been a fun episode.
I'd like to see you dance in the middle of Sean's establishment.
How much?
How much money?
Is this a
I'll buy
PLP?
you a beer.
Are you hitting on me? This is
Buy you
the
a
same
beer.
exact. This is the same exact.
Do you want to go dance at Sean's?
I'll buy you a martini. I'll buy you an apple teeny. Shout outs.
Wait.
What do you feel
What?
about the
What?
Colts? The Colts draft. Colts draft. Real quick.
I was at first a little underwhelmed, but then I watched tape and looked at the actual guys, and now I'm pretty excited about it. Because the guy they drafted used to go to Washington.
Yeah.
And he was medically retired there.
Yeah.
And then he left and went to UCLA. So I was a little worried about his injury history. But from what I read, he's fine. And they got the best defensive player in the draft at 15 because the way the quarterbacks fell.
Yeah.
With Penix going 9 and like all that crazy
Were you
stuff.
Were you hoping for a quarterback?
I was hoping for a corner.
Oh, okay.
And so I was waiting at that spot. No corner went either. So I was waiting for the one that the Eagles got.
You wanted the white one?
Yeah. The Eagles got 2. The first one, the Quinion Mitchell. And he's not. The other one's not white. I don't think
He is.
I think he's mixed.
He looks white to me.
He's no Jason Sehorn. But the Eagles got both of them.
Yeah.
But and then the Texas receiver in the second round, I was happy with. So we'll see. But I was excited after I looked into it.
I'm just curious. Every time I want to hear like what a home team feels like. So for you, the home team being the Colts, I want to know like that draft. Are you?
I'm excited and optimistic about it.
Okay. Is Jonathan Taylor Thomas still sticking around, or did he move on? I can't remember.
No, they re-signed him.
And he's good.
Yeah.
He got a contract that he's happy with?
Yeah. There's going to be 3 or 4 guys over 6'4" in the red zone with Taylor and Richardson. That's the offense.
So just giants.
Yeah.
You got a basketball team out there playing football.
Yeah.
So are you just saying like they're just going to be...
I think they're going to go ground and pound and then just over the top.
No, and those aren't dirty terms, girls.
Yeah, well, it
could be.
It can be if you want them to be.
Ground and pound, over the top.
Over the tops, Mr. Stallone.
Little flick action.
That's
RPO.
how you learn to arm wrestle.
That's how I learned. Yeah, all right. So you're saying I should put some money on like some tutties, like some over/under tutties?
My bets would be off of that draft. I would just go bet rookie of the year for defensive and offensive on those 2 guys.
Really?
Just
might as well.
Yeah.
So I think your brother should have done. I don't know why we don't bet our own teams to like $5 to make the Super Bowl.
I usually gave money to Pugsley when he'd go down to Vegas, and he would bet the Colts Super Bowl for me.
Yeah.
So I usually did that. So I'll always bet at least something on the Colts. Plus, they have long shot odds, and then it's one of those miracle seasons. Like
a miracle season can happen.
Yeah.
You can't get smart about it. That's the thing. You got to. People ask me, how do you gamble? How do you know how to gamble so well? And I just say,
it's in the name.
That's what I do. I say I drop, stop. I stop, drop. I open up shop. I ground and pound. I flick it up top. Whoa, that's how Rough Riders go.
And then you get comps.
Stop, comp, shut them down. Open up shop. Shout out.
I will shout out man of many names, 18.
Ooh.
Smiley, as he's known at the store. I actually ran into him and saw him first time in a while. And we sat and had a conversation. It was good to see him. And fantasy football is coming up soon. He's actually in Craig's league, unlike some other people. But
I hate him.
He needs to figure out how to actually be at the whole draft. He needs to plan his draft nights better so he doesn't have to leave mid-draft. But it was good to see you.
Okay. My shout out is to you, Corey.
I get a shout.
Yeah, dude, you made this episode. I'm starting to think Craig holds us back.
Is that what it is,
dude? You're talkative. You're open. You're not like you're not defensive.
Because I don't like Craig.
I know. I can see it. I can feel it. I'm interested to see what he has. What question do you want me to ask him for next week, since you won't be on? What question do you want me to ask him? Is there like a specific...
Why? I want to know why, the real reason why he shoved me into a freezer when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Here, I'll be him. I don't know.
Because I can.
Because I could?
Because you were a loser dork and I hated you.
In a freezer. Okay.
And I got another one. Ask him what he really thought about the time I spent over at college with him.
Oh. Well,
that'd be a good one.
What do you really feel? I don't know.
Feelings?
What do you...
Because I went over there for a week my freshman year of high school and stayed for a week over at Central.
Did he feel like he ignored you, or like what's this coming from?
We just never really talked about his thoughts about hanging out and having to have... Me and another guy went over there, his roommate's little brother, and we hung out for a week. Back when NWO versus WCW on Nintendo 64 was cool.
I had to throw that one away.
And GoldenEye.
I didn't have to throw that one away.
That's sad.
All right, everyone. thanks so much. Oh, my shout out is to you, Corey. I already said that. Everyone, thanks so much for listening. Go find Corey. Go find Dan. And maybe they might have something for you. But you got to mention Full Buddy Cast for that to happen.
Yeah, and it can't be at my place of employment.
Yes, you
have to be out in the wild.
Yeah, and you're not going to find Corey in the wild.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It's more rare to find you.
I do have a dog now.
Okay.
And we walk a lot.
All right. You
so
give
good
us some
luck.
tips.
Good luck.
Tips. Those are some tips right there.
Good luck.
All right, everyone. Love you guys. Have a great week. Hello.
Goodbye.